enjoy the show after the beep.
Hi, gnarly dogs.
This is a show.
What's going on, gnarly dogs?
Is that what our audience is called? Gnarly dogs?
Man, what a release on that, you know?
Yeah.
You can't release any better.
What a relief. Man, what a release on that.
You want to talk about Halloween?
I already am.
I didn't even realize it.
Yeah.
What's going on, Script Timothy?
Let me tell you about it.
All right.
So, first of all, you know how we didn't record yesterday?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
You know how we haven't recorded at our regular time just because something's been up every
time.
single weekend for some reason?
Yeah.
Like for a month. It's like every Saturday at 7. It's just, nope, can't do that one.
Saturday at 7 isn't a...
What a most gnarly
Isn't it a
decision week we have ahead of
it?
us.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I mean, not next week, but eventually the election is, so that's a pretty gnarly decision week.
Yeah.
Pretty gnarly,
but
dude.
that's not next week, is
Nope.
what you just said. It's
Yes.
true about that.
I did say it was true.
Yeah.
What is going on, Tim?
So yesterday went to a wedding.
I've heard about those. We talked
Correct.
about that last week a lot.
Correct. Sometimes it's challenging.
Sometimes it is challenging
To go to a wedding.
to go to a wedding. Was it someone that you knew well?
No.
Man, aren't those something?
Yeah.
Aren't those something else? Sometimes even the ones for the people you know well are sometimes they're still a bit.
Sometimes it's a challenge.
It's a challenge.
Yeah.
The good weddings are like the best, though. We got to remember that.
Yeah, a good wedding can be the best.
A good wedding to go to, man, isn't that nice and sweet and awesome?
We were supposed to be we were going to go to the reception and everything after. Mm-hmm. There were multiple events. This was a wedding that they had a pre-thingy thing. That was a bit more than just your traditional rehearsal dinner where it's just wedding people at it. They invited everybody on the guest list, or at least we were invited.
I've heard of those. That happens to those.
But we didn't go to that because that's
not the wedding.
got our invitation super late. They gave it to us real late by accident. Didn't give it to us
You weren't supposed to be invited.
right. And that's what that
Really?
feels like. No,
Oh.
no, but that's like, well, you didn't forget us because we're your favorite.
Yeah, sometimes that is what happens, is that you go, oop, forgot to invite them.
Yeah.
Here's one.
Wonder why.
Yeah. Well,
But
That's
that was
fine.
okay. We weren't worried about that. But so we didn't go to the first thing. But we were planning to go to the wedding, and then after the wedding there was a garden party, and then after the garden party was reception, and we were going to do all of that. And it was going to be a long
it's a garden party.
something.
So like cocktail hour.
I guess so.
We are going to have some. I know we're going to have something along those lines of like an in-between reception type
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
where we go off and take
And you're
pictures
gonna-
with
yeah.
family and stuff, which is typically what those are.
Yeah.
So
yeah, which makes sense. I think I don't know what makes it a garden party specifically, but
Was
but
it in
that
a
was
garden?
what. Well, we didn't go to that.
Oh, okay. Well then,
Let me tell you why.
That's why you don't know what
Let me
makes it a
explain to you
garden
why
party.
we didn't go to that. Well, also, I'll say that it was interesting. They wanted the guests to do like change for the different things, and we were like
what does that mean?
change clothes.
Oh, they wanted
like
you
wear
to
different,
change.
like bring multiple outfits for the 3 different things.
Oh, for the
We were like, I'm sorry, I don't have that many outfits.
like 3. They wanted 3 formal outfits.
Formal-ish.
So it went from
It was different
Like you-
versions of formal.
oh
It was like
yeah, that's a little too much
like
there.
whatever the different ones are. I don't know. It gets confusing. It may have just been 2,
Was
but
it a small
either way,
wedding?
we were like, ish.
Smallish.
Yeah,
Okay.
It was not huge. It was not a big wedding. No.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that might be why they did that, because they figured that all the people they invited would do that. Not that
Maybe.
that makes
No,
Yeah,
I mean
I know.
either way. Like, well, and I felt a little bad because I'm like, it's your wedding. I want you to have what you want to have.
what you wanna have,
But at
right.
the same time, I'm like, where am I gonna change at?
in your car.
Like, I don't want to do
Was
that.
it different locations?
Yeah.
Each like the garden party was at a different location.
Well, so I think the garden party was at the same location as the reception.
Okay.
Yeah. So not crazy. But so we drive to the wedding, right? And then we know that we're going to go to the garden party, which is apparently an hour away from the wedding venue. So we're getting we're mentally ready for that. We're looking through all the stuff, and it's like, okay, it's in like a park, like a state park kind of place. And we're looking through, and we were supposed to have apparently reserved a shuttle time to shuttle us from the parking lot to the wedding. And we didn't do that because we were supposed to have reserved that shuttle time before we got our invitation. And we didn't have the invitation, so couldn't reserve a time.
Yeah.
So we were like, oh, that's scary a little bit. Are we not going to be able to
Make
get
it?
there?
Yeah.
How does that work? What happens then? So we were trying to get there early to make sure that we were during all the shuttles running and could maybe get on one if there was one that wasn't full. So we get there and we drive around the park a little bit, and we don't see a lot of people, and we're like, where are we supposed to be at?
Man.
So we're calling people and can't totally figure it out. So we eventually go back to the front entrance, which is where it said to be, but there was nobody there. And so we're like, And then meanwhile, all this is happening when we're on the phone with the person we're on the phone with is saying, well, I guess they said this earlier when we had called them before we drove, but they had a different start time for the wedding than we had when we looked. And we're like, well, that's scary.
That is scary.
When does the wedding start?
Wedding now.
Does it start later? Or
Wedding
now?
just started. You're married now.
So we went even earlier than we thought we were supposed to because the start times were different. So we get there and we finally decide, okay, we're just going to go to this parking lot and wait a little bit. And we get to this parking lot, and there actually are a couple of other wedding people there, just one other car, but we're like, okay, well, at least we're not the only ones that don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
And then slowly, more and more people arrive that don't know what's going on. And we're like, okay, well, at least we don't know what's going on together. So it's okay. It'll be fine. And then, like...
I love when people show up who also don't. It makes you feel better.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
makes
We
you feel a
were
bit
all,
better.
like, in the parking lot, like,
I don't
all
wanna be
right,
an
we're
idiot."
here together. Yeah, us.
Cool.
Yeah. Like, worst case scenario, we'll all get there late together.
How would they feel about that? You think?
Not great.
Nope.
Yeah.
Well,
But so we're standing there, and the time rolls around. Like we've passed the time when we thought the shuttles were supposed to be arriving, and eventually, like after we think that where are the shuttles at, because they were supposed to have been driving for a long time now, and then we double check on the registry thing, and it the time changes like again, and now it says the shuttles will be going from this time to 2 minutes later. And we're like, okay, well, it's probably fine. And so 2 white vans roll up. They're the shuttles, and we're ushered in, and
Ooh. They have ushers.
Oh no,
Who?
we're ushered in by the shuttle drivers.
The shuttle? Really?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
funny.
Who turns out were not professionally shuttle drivers.
Oh, they were. Oh,
They're like
Part of the
family
wedding.
of the yeah. And I'm
Oh.
like, all right.
right.
Okay, that has me feeling
Damn.
better, because I'm like, okay, I felt bad about the not having reserved times and whatever, and I'm like, okay, this is not put together, this part, so we're okay.
Damn.
It's
I
all right.
wish. Man, it would have been better if they were the actual shuttle drivers,
Yeah.
and they were somehow a part of the wedding ushering you
It
in.
would be really funny
That would
too.
be funny. Funny.
So they roll us up to the place that the wedding is supposed to happen, but when we get there, there's a person standing at the entrance of the part that the wedding's happening in, and he's like,
The wedding's off.
he's like, no, no,
Get back.
thank goodness, no. But he's like, yeah, no, the bride doesn't want anybody in here yet. It's not finished
Okay.
being set up.
Oh.
You can't go in. And we're like, okay. And so they're like, could you just wait over there?
Is it just me? I'm going to ask the audience. Are you picturing a halfling right now when you said...
I'm not. I
was-
remember what the guy looks like.
Yeah, I'm picturing a halfling. Like, you go up and you have to look down at this guy, and he's like, no. He's got hairy feet.
It's like,
You know,
no,
kind of like a hobbit.
can't come in here.
Yeah, he can't come in here yet.
Yeah, look at
I'm-
my hairy feet. You can't come in
Look
here.
at me. I'm from the Shire, and I know about parties. Frodo, when he puts on the ring for a second, it takes it off. That's him putting it on and then taking it off and putting it on and taking it off.
Yeah, so we get out of the shuttles. They're like, we're gonna go get the other people that are still down there, and we'll be back up. Just wait here for a minute. So we get out and we're waiting there, and there are some cars parked up there, and it looks like there's room for a lot of cars. Not like a lot, but like
Enough.
enough. And
To
we're
fit
like,
everyone.
we probably could have parked up here.
Probably
but-
should have. Probably should have just done that.
And so, like, they bring up more people, and they go and they bring up more people, and there are a bunch of people there now, like pretty much all the people that are going to be there, and we're all just kind of standing around, and then we get some news that they still don't have the decor yet,
Oh.
like not set up. They don't
no.
have it,
Oh.
and we're like, rough.
Oh, my God.
And so they basically tell us that we're about an hour and a half out from having the wedding.
Uh-huh.
And we're like, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
That's gotta...
Yeah.
Those poor fucking people.
Yeah.
That's nuts. See, that's why... Well, fingers crossed. I'm knocking on wood. We are trying as hard as we can to avoid that.
Yeah.
Because, god damn, it's a lot to set up, and
Oh, yeah.
I'm assuming that means that it was the bride and groom doing that.
No.
They weren't part of the setting up.
I mean, maybe a little bit. Well, I don't know. It was not totally clear, but there were obviously a lot of people there that were setting stuff up outside of them. So it wasn't just Like, yeah.
Yeah. And
As far as I could tell, they weren't like directly on site while this was happening.
okay. Okay. So that's good for them that they weren't. I'm sure they were probably pretty pissed though that
Yeah.
they're like, listen, why is it taking so long?
Yeah.
Because yeah.
And so yeah, it was. We got there at 12:30 because the wedding was supposed to start at 1 or 1:30. We weren't totally clear on that. And we got shuttled up there. Eventually, we were like, you know what? We're going to get our cars. So
Yeah.
when the shuttles came back around, we were like, hey, can you take us back down? So we got our cars and brought them up so that we had somewhere to sit for the time. And it ended up being, so we got there at 12:30. The wedding happened at like 3:30, I think.
And that wasn't the time it was supposed to start. It
1
was
1
supposed
o'clock.
to start at 1. Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
No.
And
Oh no.
we were looking at it. And we're like, we're not gonna go to the rest of it.
Oh,
I felt really bad. I mean, we talked to the bride and groom before we left, got a picture with them and everything.
that's gotta fucking blow.
It had to be terrible for them. But at the same time, we're like, they have on the schedule that dinner's at 8. And if everything's behind multiple hours now, I gotta go. We gotta go.
Yeah.
So we left.
Oh.
It was rough. It was rough.
The car ride home?
No.
Okay.
Just it was all
the wedding.
Yeah.
Man, that sucks. Okay,
Yeah.
so now I know what to avoid is make sure nothing is late. Make sure whatever it is, that's just how it is. The
Yeah.
time it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And be like, because that's got to be awful for them. Because you want everyone to be. You know what? As you were telling that story, I thought of an analogy, and it's a tough one. And sometimes I can't get through these, but I'm really gonna try here.
I believe in you. You got this.
You ever play I Am Bread?
I haven't.
You haven't. Okay.
No.
So to explain what I Am Bread is,
Yeah.
it's a game where you're a slice of bread.
Okay, that makes
And you're trying to
sense.
get to the toaster, and you're like at one side of the house, and it's one of those like physics games where you control all four corners of a slice of bread,
Oh,
and you're
okay.
like moving through like broken glass and ants and like spilled shit, and like you have a meter, right? That if you get too dirty or too gross or not edible anymore, you basically you failed the level, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And by the end of it, like sometimes you just have to go through gross shit to get to the toaster, right?
Right,
And so
right.
you get grades like D and F because you ended the level right like at the bottom of the bar, but you passed technically.
Yeah,
It's an
yeah.
edible piece of bread, but it's disgusting, right?
Yeah.
That's how all of your guests show up to a wedding, as at the top of like with a full bar of like,
yeah.
we're here to support these people, and we'll put up with anything that goes wrong
Right.
at a wedding, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's what, and that's at least how you're supposed to approach a wedding, right? Oh, it's whatever the bride wants, right?
Yeah,
But everything that goes down will take that bar down just a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Depending on how much it is, like it's gonna take that bar down, and the more things go wrong, the less your guests will have
Yeah.
to be able to put up with whatever's going on.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah. And there's an amount of time you got to be on the floor when you're bread. Like if you're on the floor for past like 2 minutes, you're done. The bar's going
Yeah.
down. So it's like the amount of time you're late to do all this stuff, the bar is going down for your guests
Yeah.
to be as compassionate and empathetic as possible and sympathetic to the whole thing. But because they're only human.
Yeah.
You're only human. You can only hold on to like it's okay. It's their wedding and everyone's got different bar
Yeah.
sizes.
Oh, for sure.
You know, that's something to keep in mind
Yeah.
for weddings. Sadly, so
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm sure I hope it was okay for them.
Oh, it was also when the ceremony started. They did everything went pretty good in the ceremony. The ceremony was nice,
okay, that's nice.
except for one thing that
chalice.
was awkward.
The chalice. God, don't you hate going to weddings and the chalice just falls down?
I wouldn't know about that.
The chalice, brother.
I I'll keep a close eye on your chalice. How about that?
Okay.
2 eyes.
2 eyes, because you're gonna be at
2
my
eyes
wedding.
white dragon.
It'll be the best wedding at my man. 2 eyes white dragon. That's what they call me.
Oh.
Because I got 2 eyes. I'm white. What else do you need?
2 eyes on white. Oh. All of the wedding people, they do the procession. All the people come in.
Mm-hmm.
You got everybody up front now, except for the bride, because bride comes in last. That's the last one.
Mm-hmm.
So they played the music for the bride to start coming out.
What's that song?
Nothing happens.
Oh no!
She's like somewhere else. I don't know where she's at, but somebody gave the go ahead and start it before she was ready, I guess. And so they play the song, they get like halfway through the song, and then they're like, they stop the song, and then they're like, actually, can everybody just like sit down for a second, and we're just gonna hold on. We're like, okay. Oh no. Yeah.
Oh, those poor things.
So they rolled it again, and it was
that's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt. Do you know
And
how
this
much
whole- this
fucking
whole
work?
time we're
Do you
all-
know how much work goes into having a fucking wedding?
Oh, too many work.
We're so scared of that happening.
Yeah.
because we can't control that. We can only control what we do at our wedding.
Yeah.
and what we want people to do. We're trying to keep it simple, but also at the same time, you want like a nice like music cued moments, because
Right.
those are really nice.
Yeah.
You think about it, you
Oh, yeah.
listen to music and you're like, ooh, that'd be nice as a cue to a thing, right?
Yeah.
That's what we all dream of when we hear those really good songs. Where it's like, ooh, that cues the part in my life where this happens that I have no control over. Right?
Yeah.
So you want to like replicate that the best you can. So when that goes wrong, that's like that shit hurts.
Mm-hmm.
That shit hurts.
Yeah.
That shit hurts. Anyway,
So that was
rough.
that was yesterday.
That was yesterday.
That was rough.
Well, I'm sorry.
And when we got home, and there was still definitely time to do the podcast and stuff, and like, you know,
I figured.
and I was like, that's why I said, like, if it needs to be today, that's fine. But both of us were like, we
Yep.
had headaches from being out in the sun.
Yep.
And like, we were like,
Yep.
I'm so ready to just lay down and never get up again.
I was like, that's why I said we'd do a late one, because
Yeah.
it would have been better. But at the same time, I was like, I know that's probably like, I wouldn't want to do a podcast after. I don't think I would do it well after
Yeah.
that. Especially if it was a bad wedding. Even a good wedding, I'd be tired.
You're
I'd
like
be
tired,
couldn't
yeah.
do a podcast.
Yeah, for sure.
So, more than the merrier meets the eye.
Is that Autobots? Is that the
Auto
Autobots?
farts, roll on.
Roll on.
Roll on, stick of dynamite.
So,
Well, I don't have anything to say about their wedding.
yeah.
You do have something.
Well, you didn't go.
I gave you. Speaking of another wedding, I gave you one of those. What's going on there? Do you think
Showing the camera.
you're showing the camera? There's nothing. There's nowhere for a camera to even sit.
You gotta put your hand behind it so that the camera will focus on
You know
it.
what's funny? What? The behind? Oh, the camera.
Yeah.
Oh, you're holding the camera.
No, I'm holding my hand up so that the camera doesn't try and focus on me.
Focus on your. Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
you gotta
the
do
funny
that.
part is, like, you're looking at a spot in the room where I don't know how you could envision a camera even being there. Like, I can't realistically think of a camera being there unless it's hanging from the ceiling and it's just twirling.
What do you mean? It can't be on the pile of garbage that I have in the corner of my room?
That's a skeleton named Empty Bucket, and you need to really respect him.
Oh.
Okay.
So you were talking about this?
I'm talking about. I am talking about the thing you have in your hand. What is that, Tim? What does it feel like?
It feels like
It's fan mail.
It feels like
Guys, we have our first fan mail on the episode.
it says. Let me read the address in full.
You shouldn't.
No, this
Probably
is
shouldn't
a
read
wedding
the-
invitation.
Yes, it is. That's for you.
for me.
You're the best guy.
I am the best guy,
So you gotta invite him.
so I'll invite him.
Tim will invite the best guy at the wedding, will ya?
I will. Thank you. Are you scared? Should I open it?
I don't know. I don't think it says anything. I don't know. Maybe it's real private. Maybe I shouldn't do it on the podcast. I didn't okay it with the bride, so whatever. But yes, you.
Yeah.
We got those done and delivered, and there's a bunch of them sitting in my car right now.
They look really nice.
Thank you.
They got it's a subtle pink envelope, which is pretty.
A little lavendery. Emma did all that stuff. She's very proud of it, and I think it looks really good.
Got a nice scripty font for the names.
I'll tell you what. You can open it if you like. We don't have to read the words inside, but you can open it if you like and take a look and review.
Let me see if I can get this on the mic.
When are we not going to be the same show that I think of when it comes to our hat? My hat. The hat. When are we not going to do something that's very similar to that?
Holy shit.
I think it should. Honestly, that's my opinion. If you're opening something on a podcast, I need to know that you're opening something. You know? Or else I'm going to get confused.
True. That's true, because you might be like, what did it happen?
Paper sounds aren't that bad, guys. Come on now. What do you see there when you open that?
Well, I gotta check.
You gotta check and see if there's any money in there.
Make sure there's nothing else.
Happy birthday, Tim.
Oh wow.
Happy birthday. Here's some money. Come to our wedding, though.
Cheapskate.
I'm a little scared.
It's got a seal on it, which is super classy.
What's that on the seal there? Do you see?
Is it a wreath?
It's a letter.
It's a C.
It's a C
for Cartwright.
Cartwright, that's right. Emma Cartwright is what she's gonna change her name. She's not gonna have my last name. She's gonna have a new last name, but it'll be Cartwright.
Or
no, don't do that.
It could.
I already made that mistake. Don't do that.
It could be a U.
Don't make that. You already made it. All right. It could be yes. If you hold it that way, yes.
That doesn't look like a U.
It doesn't. No, that's right. It doesn't when you hold it right.
No, like it doesn't at all.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good. You're good at saving it.
I was just trying to...
I didn't save it.
Or...
Do you know how stupid I am, Tim? When I first saw those, I was like, it kind of looks like a U because I looked at it wrong.
Oh, you messed up.
And I messed up. She said, no, Dalen, it's a fucking C, you bastard. And I was like, it is a C.
And she punched you hard in the crotch.
She punched me hard in the crotch, dick.
Yeah. I'm going to put this mic down.
Okay. Well, I thought that was the opening mic. That's the fan mail mic.
Oh, yeah. So,
sorry.
I don't know if I should go any further. I can kind of read it from where I'm at.
By the way, guys, Tim put the mic down. He's just he's leaning into it.
I'm not. I can't go any further.
He's leaning into the echo. Oh, he can't go any further?
I don't know if I should go any further.
Well, I just wanted you to look at the design of it.
It's really pretty.
Okay, there you go.
It is really pretty. I like all the it all feels like one thing. One thing that I've noticed about other people's wedding invitations is sometimes the outside of it is not like the inside. And that can be... I don't like that, personally. Yeah. I want it all to match and feel like it's a part of a system.
Yeah.
And it is. Like, it all kind of goes together in a good way. So...
She's very good at that.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
I thought it looked nice because, one, it was all Emma's doing, so if you hate it, it's her fault. No, okay. I'm kidding. No, no, but like I also just trusted her in doing it because she's more of that kind of person anyway.
Yeah.
And what her mindset, and I agree with her whole mindset behind it, is that she just wanted it to look like we're not trying hard for anything else.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you get invitations, you're like, okay, was something supposed to pop out into my face right now?
yeah.
Or something?
No, it's very classy.
And it's like, it's just a classy little, because it's going to be a fancy night, brothers. You ever had a fancy night?
No.
Me neither. But that'll be my first fancy night.
I have had fancy night, brothers.
It's my favorite Bob Seger song. Fancy night, brothers. I don't see it on brother. Whoa, no. It's my favorite Nine Inch Nails song you just played right there.
Johnny.
Johnny, where'd you go?
That's the sound that happened when Johnny walked into the back room of the saloon. He saw a door close quietly, so he went to investigate. And these sounds kept happening. He was wondering, what the fuck? As he walked further down the hall in the back of the saloon, his anticipation was mounting. Fear prickled the back of his neck. Goose flesh. He slowly turned the knob of the door he had just seen close.
Oh, that's not goose flesh again, man.
It made an awful creak as he slowly opened it,
It sounded like that.
peering around the corner. An eerie green light shone from the corner of the room, illuminating the furniture in the room with ghastly shadows. His eyes began to adjust to this ominous light.
Scary green light, man. I hope there's no goose flesh around this green light, man.
He began to see that there were eyes peering out from behind the furniture. Not just one pair, but thousands. He flung the door wide open and pulled out his gun, but he didn't have time to use it. A green ghost shaped like a weird big dog tackled him.
Oh, no.
Weird dog.
Oh, no, this big dog, man, is going to tackle me. I don't want it to have any goose flesh.
Was licking him all over his face, and he went.
Yeah, I'm a dog. Yeah, I'm a dog. Got a lick in your face. Jeff, your face tastes great, bitch. No goose flesh around this green light, bitch. No. That was him firing that shot with that gun you talked about.
Leland, have you done anything about Halloween this year?
No, I haven't done anything about Halloween this year.
You better hurry,
Why?
because it's gonna get you if you don't.
Halloween's gonna get me?
If you don't do something about it, yeah.
Like what? Like what am I supposed to do about Halloween?
You just gotta prep for it. This is the music for prepping for Halloween. You gotta get ready. You're gonna need steaks, like the kind that you grill. You probably want to have a big thing of rope, some big hooks. You need some bat decorations. You need a can of mace. You're gonna need a purse to put your Halloween candy in. You're gonna need to buy candy. You're gonna want to go to the store and pick up a bag of chips to put into a bowl for all the people that are inside your house. You're gonna want to buy extra locks for your door. You're gonna want to buy a bigger TV to watch movies on. You don't want to buy a smaller TV to watch movies on. You don't want to buy a big bag of popcorn. You should get a big skeleton to put outside your house. And you should get an even bigger skeleton to put inside your house. Because every house should have a skeleton. We all have skeletons, but houses don't. But they could. You want to buy a bunch of lights so that you can make sure all of your lights are working. You're going to want to turn off all your lights. You need to pick up a mousetrap for all the mice. You need bug spray for the outside. You're going to need some cider, apple cider, or other cider. You're going to want a hard lemonade. And if you don't already have it, you might want to melt a candle. Buy a set of speakers. Buy a large television player.
Television.
Handle your knives separately.
Hey, Tim, we're back at it again. Don't get distracted playing the synth. You know what's funny? When I do that stuff, I don't know a single word that you're saying.
Yeah.
I don't know. You probably noticed because I try to join in.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, I'll say something that whatever the last thing I heard, I'll say that. Yeah. I'll say it like that. Do you want to know a story about the cool things?
Tell me a story about the cool things.
No.
Okay.
That's our segue sound. Well. Look at who we have here, Tim. What's up, man? What's going on? You got a problem with me?
I got lots of problems with you. I look at you and I see are problems.
What? It sounded like you're gonna say and I love that. I love going. We gotta go to this place and. It's like, whoa, so it's just that place. You nowhere else?
Yeah.
No, nowhere else. Oh, I was thinking about maybe if we had this and.
Oh man.
What's up? Come on, man. Say it to me. What's up? Don't block the camera.
The sun is murder. The sun is murder. Oh wow, that's better. Oh yeah. What's it like for you?
What do you mean? Podcast, the podcast. This is what you've been waiting for.
All week.
No one's been waiting for this all week.
All
Anyway,
week. Yeah, we're down to 5
episodes left.
viewers.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. I figured it had to be something like that.
But they're hanging around.
When do you want to end it? When do you want to? Not this
This
podcast.
episode?
The show.
Oh.
When do you want to end it?
Oh.
What are you thinking?
What am I thinking?
Yeah. What are you thinking?
I don't know. I don't look inside myself anymore.
Oh, did you ever?
No.
That's interesting.
You want to look?
I've done it. I've tried 1,000 times, and oh, there it is. I don't like seafood.
Yeah, you don't like inside my mouth.
Come on, we're here inside my mouth
No.
for the thing.
No. Oh man. Yeah. No, I was hoping that by this point in the month I would have watched a number of scary movies.
Right? I was just thinking about that. I was like, I want to see my favorites again, which are the first Evil Dead and The Fly,
Oh yeah.
which I've talked about on the show when
Yeah,
I watched
you
it.
did.
And I want to see those again because those are probably my favorite horror movies I've seen. Because I've really tried to dive into that genre. And like most of the time whenever Emma's like, you want to watch a movie, I'm almost always like, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
But whenever she's like, come on, we'll watch a horror movie, I'm like, okay.
All right.
All right,
Okay.
I'll watch a horror movie. That's fine. And because that's just, I love it. They don't have to be good.
Yeah.
They don't have to be good, and I don't
A
feel
lot
like
of times they aren't.
You know what's great is like watching a bad horror movie. I really don't feel like I wasted my time.
Yeah.
If you watch a bad movie that's supposed to be like, right? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Those movies where it's like if they were to make a sound, it'd sound like. If those are bad, I don't like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm out. I wasted my time.
What sound does a horror movie make?
Boo. Didn't think it was that funny. Well, I don't know, man. It just sounds like a
Yeah.
you know, Terrifier 3 came out.
I know that. Yeah.
People are getting excited to see that. I think there's some people who are too into those movies.
People are worried about it.
People are worried about it. What do you mean?
You think some people are too into it? Yeah.
You don't like when I
That
call
makes
you out on
sense.
something. When you say those things where you're like, I'm just saying a thing. You don't like when I want you to elaborate
No, I
on them.
don't want you to have me explain it.
People are worried about that movie. I'll tell you, I'll tell you what. I watched the first Terrifier because
Yeah.
I was told it was the scariest movie that a lot of people had ever seen.
Yeah.
It's a slasher. So usually when I'm watching slashers, I'm like, well, if you want to make those as scary as possible, they have to be triggering. And I don't necessarily
Yeah, you
agree
don't
with
want
that.
that.
I don't want to be triggered when watching a horror movie. I want to be scared.
Yeah.
You know, there's a big difference in those things.
Right.
Which I don't think necessarily the first Terrifier did. I don't think so. I don't remember a lot of it. But I'll tell you that there were some parts in there where I was like, this is just gore porn.
Yeah.
It
Gorn.
is. And I heard about some stuff that happened in the second one. I was like, yeah, man, I'm good. I know.
Yeah.
The first Terrifier, there's not a lot to it. There's just not a lot.
Yeah.
It's just like there's a clown that's out trying to kill these two ladies, and
Yeah.
then I think he succeeds in the end. I'm pretty sure. I think he just kills him, but it's just over the course of an hour and a half. So it's like, you know, what I guess there's some parts with the clown that's like, okay, the imagery there is pretty scary looking.
Yeah.
I'll give it that. But other than that, I was like, I don't feel like I'm that scared of this movie. There's some brutal gore stuff that I'm like, whoa, which are fun. I won't hate on those too much, but
Yeah.
it's a bit much. And it's a bit too just trying to just be that, I guess.
Yeah.
Because you could also say that Evil Dead, the first one, is a big gore porny kind of movie because there's a lot of gore in it.
Okay.
But I wouldn't say so. It's got a really good, interesting lore. Evil Dead lore is fucking awesome.
Yeah, more like lore porn, am I right?
Yeah, lore. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Lord. Porn. Well, yeah, so I really need to see those again because I want to.
Wait.
Evil Dead and The Fly.
Right.
That's what I was talking about
Yeah,
originally. But
yeah.
also, Terrifier 3 is out, and I'm not interested in seeing it.
Okay.
That's what I was getting at.
Yeah,
That's why I brought that up.
I see.
It wasn't, it was, yeah.
Yeah, one of the people Tia knows through volleyball went to see it, and he was like, here's the one of the worst, like most. Here's let me tell you one of the worst things in it, and then he just said it,
And then
she was
people are
like,
like,
yeah, I'm good.
You shouldn't say that in public.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the kind
I'm
of.
good.
There's things where I'm like, yeah, no, I don't want that. Nah, that's fine. Someone, if you want to watch it, go for it.
Yeah.
If you're into it, that's fine. Not for me, but not that. But I don't want people to hear that and go, he doesn't like horror movies because I do.
Yeah.
I love a good horror movie.
You just
I love
don't
a
like
good
that.
I love a good horror, and I love an easy slasher. I love the Friday the 13th. When we watched Freddy vs. Jason, great movie, wonderful, good time. Well, actually, it wasn't great.
No,
but it was.
but it was a fun time.
It was fun.
We had fun.
Fun time. And that's all that movie's for.
Yeah.
But all the other Friday the 13th, those are good. I like a nice slasher.
Yeah.
Slash me up, Jason.
Slash me up.
Slash me down, right around. You gonna give me a lesson? You got a PowerPoint up there?
How
do you feel about those
you're
people?
Blind.
You ever meet those people?
What, people that like PowerPoint?
By the way, guys, Tim just flashed. He did the thing where you have like a metal object, and when the sun is in a room, and you like angle it so the light goes into someone's eyes. How do you feel about people who do that?
I think they're terrible.
Yeah, I think you're a terrible person.
blinding
Is what
this
I'm trying
lion
to
right
say.
now. I'm blinding the lion on the wall right now.
Blinded by the lion.
Get
up, douchebag.
Rap!
Get up, you douche. I'm running now.
Oh. Yeah, no, I don't like those people.
I like.
But as we established on the last episode, I don't like people that are like me.
What do you
Check this out.
What horror movie are you wanting to watch this
I
year?
don't know. Any of them.
Any of them?
Any of them, probably. Probably any of them.
Is there one that you haven't seen that you really want to?
There's a lot that I haven't seen that I probably want to. I can't think of any off the top of my head. I mean,
Have you seen The Shining?
still haven't seen that.
Really?
Yeah.
I bet you'd like that a lot.
Probably would. Yeah, it
should
seems
watch
like
that.
something I'd be into.
You should definitely watch that. Make that a priority.
I'll
See The
watch that.
Shining.
I'll watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say fuck it. Go watch The Shining.
Fuck it, I'll go watch The Shining.
People don't like my opinion on The Shining. I think it's I was disappointed when I saw it.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was a bit overrated. It probably isn't. I haven't seen it in a while, so I'm open to rewatching it necessarily because it is that movie in culture where it's supposed to be like really good. But I think that's just a personal thing.
Yeah.
I think you might like really enjoy it. I think
Okay.
most people will really enjoy it. It's a good show. It's a good show.
Good shit. Jolly good. Yeah, okay, I'll give it a shot. I'll let you know what I think if I do it.
Okay. You're gonna be like, I think it was the worst movie I've
I
ever seen.
think I haven't seen a worse movie.
Especially because Shelley Duvall recently passed away. R.I.P. Shelley. Do you know who that is? No. You ever watch that live action Popeye movie?
No.
All right. That's the only movie I can think
Why
of.
wouldn't I have watched that, you say? Well,
because maybe you didn't know it
it's probably
existed.
not good.
Well, some people like it.
Yeah, okay. Maybe it's great.
The fuck is this guy?
Sean.
Do you want to do a thing where this is really dark? Do you want to do a thing where we have let's call it celebrity death bingo?
Okay.
You know, because by the way, which is real sad news, Liam Payne. I'm sure you saw that.
I saw that, yeah.
He passed away this
I didn't see it.
week. Obviously, he didn't.
But-
you know, TMZ actually took a picture of it and like posted it. Did you know that?
Oh,
happened?
that's not even what I meant. I meant I didn't see that he is. I was told.
Oh, you were told.
But
Okay.
yeah. But yes.
But apparently that happened. So
they
some
took a
people,
picture of it?
Yeah. Be like, here's what
They went and took a selfie?
I think it was like a thing where they took pictures of tattoos or something to show that it was him. But it's like, what are you doing?
Probably didn't have to.
Probably didn't have to do that. Yeah, they took it down.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, all right.
Crazy.
Fun fact.
Yeah.
Anyway, but he died this year, and I saw someone say something like, that
Isn't
wasn't
that
on my
crazy?
bingo card, and it got me thinking.
Yeah.
What if we did for next year, 2025, we had a bunch of names like, all right, we're going to write them all on this bingo card. This is who we think are going to die.
Yeah.
Whoever gets bingo wins.
Okay.
Or I guess maybe gets
Or
the most of them
dies.
right. Yeah. Huh?
I didn't say anything. You were talking. You were just talking.
If you get bingo, you get shot in the head. Whoever wins that bingo game goes to hell.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no
Yeah.
way.
You were talking.
I was. I don't know why I was. I don't actually want to. No, I don't actually.
No.
But I'll tell you what,
I'm on board to do it.
I have one name that is on there. I'm not saying I want any of these people to die.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to make something light
yeah.
of it, because it happens, man. People be dying.
Yeah, you actually don't want them to die. You want there to be a silver lining if they do.
I think
Right?
Shatner's up there.
Yeah.
He's an old guy, and I
Yeah.
don't think people. He's like, what is he, mid-90s now?
Probably.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And he doesn't look like it.
No.
He hasn't since he got to 70 years old. Hasn't looked like he changed.
Yeah.
Definitely acts older now. But
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you right. Never mind. I don't want to play that game. The show should have ended like 12 minutes ago. What's that? What's that?
What do you think it is?
What's that? What's that? What's that? What's that? What's that? What's that? What's that?
We're gonna have to let you go. Talk to you next week. Goodbye.